Ladies and gentlemen, Eagles Nation, can you feel it? That electric buzz in the air, the kind that starts brewing down at Lincoln Financial Field when the Birds are gearing up for a primetime showdown? It's Monday Night Football on the horizon, November 10th, under those bright lights against the Green Bay Packers, and the Philadelphia Eagles are wasting no time stacking the deck in their favor. What if I told you that a hidden gem from last year's practice squad, a speed demon who had scouts whispering during OTAs, is back in the fold? That's right, folks. The Eagles have just signed wide receiver Danny Gray to their practice squad, and it's got me fired up like a tailgate chant of, "Fly, Eagles, fly." Let's dive right into this, because in the brutal NFC East, every move counts, and Philly's just turned the page on a chapter that's screaming potential. First off, the headlines. The Eagles announced this gem of a transaction on Monday afternoon, bringing Gray back into the green and silver family. In a corresponding roster shuffle, because, hey, you've got to make room in this league, they released guard Sua Opeta. Now, don't get me wrong, Opeta's been a warrior for the Birds. This guy came in undrafted out of Weber State back in 2019, grinded his way into 38 games, including 10 starts as a part-time anchor on that offensive line. He rejoined the squad just last month in October, and it's tough to see a homegrown talent like that step away. But football's a business, and with the line already fortified by beasts like Lane Johnson and Cam Jurgens, this opens the door for fresh blood on the practice fields. Opeta, we salute you. Your grit helped pave those paths to the playoffs. Keep grinding, brother. But let's talk about the star of this story, Danny Gray. This isn't some random flyer. Gray's no stranger to the NovaCare complex. He spent last season honing his craft on the Eagles practice squad, then lit up the off-season program like a 4th of July sparkler. Remember those OTAs in the spring? ESPN had him pegged as one of their under-the-radar players, and for good reason. The man's got elite speed. We're talking 4.3-second 40-yard dash territory, the kind that turns defensive backs into statues and quarterbacks into believers. Gray was turning heads, hauling in deep balls from Jalen Hurts with the kind of flair that makes you think, this guy's got that Reggie White-level burst, but on the outside. Reggie who? Oh, just the Minister of Defense himself, the Hall of Famer who terrorized quarterbacks in the 90s and helped build this Eagles dynasty we're all chasing. Gray's got that same Philly-bred hunger, even if he's from Texas by way of Vanderbilt and the Niners. Flashback to Gray's journey. It's the stuff of underdog tales that Eagles fans devour like cheesesteaks at Pat's. Drafted in the 3rd round by the San Francisco 49ers back in 2022, he burst onto the scene as a rookie, suiting up for 13 games and snagging 1 catch for 10 yards. Modest numbers? Sure, but in a run-heavy Shanahan offense, that was just a teaser. Fast forward to September 2024, Gray lands with the Eagles on a mission, signs that futures/reserve deal in February, and boom, he's back training with the big boys. Then, cruel twist, a finger injury sidelines him right when he's peaking. It was heartbreaking, watching that potential flicker out mid-off-season. But injuries, they're the great equalizer in this league, the fire that forges legends. Think about it, Brian Dawkins, our eternal Weapon X, battled through countless knocks to become the soul of those mid-2000s defenses. Or Donovan McNabb, slinging no-looks from the pocket despite the hits. Gray's setback? Just fuel for his comeback, and now he's suiting up on the practice squad, ready to push A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith to new heights. Speaking of that wide receiver room, phew, it's a murderer's row right now. You've got A.J. Brown, the big-bodied beast from Ole Miss who feasts on contested catches like it's Thanksgiving every Sunday. Last season, he torched secondaries for over 1,400 yards and 10 touchdowns. Stats that echo the glory days of Terrell Owens strutting into the end zone with that signature salsa dance. Then there's Devonta Smith, Slim Reaper himself, the Heisman winner whose all-wiry speed and precise routes, racking up 1,000-plus yards as a rookie and never looking back. Add in Britton Covey, the punt return wizard with the golden foot, and Quez Watkins, who's got that sleeper potential bubbling. Now slide Gray into the mix. It's like handing Nick Sirianni a cheat code for the spread offense. Imagine Hurts, our dual-threat captain, the guy who willed that 2022 Super Bowl run with his legs and arm, dialing up a play-action fake, and Gray streaking past the safety for a 60-yard bomb. The Packers' secondary, led by Jair Alexander, better buckle up. Green Bay's given up big plays this year, ranking 22nd in the league against the pass, and with Philly's O-line holding firm at 75% protection rate, this could be the spark that ignites a rout. Let's zoom out for some tactical breakdown, Because us Eagles diehards live for this. Sirianni's crew runs a Shanahan-inspired scheme. Lots of motion, RPOs, and vertical shots to exploit mismatches. Gray's speed fits like a glove. He's that X-factor deep threat who forces safeties to play honest, opening lanes for Brown underneath and Smith in the slots. Compare it to last year's WR core. They were solid, but depth was tested when injuries hit. Remember the 2023 skid? A rash of bumps dropped Philly from 10-1 to scraping into the playoffs. This year, with Gray back, the practice reps get fiercer, pushing everyone sharper. Statistically, the Eagles' passing game is humming at 250 yards per game, third in the NFC, but touchdowns are lagging at 1.8 per contest. Gray could flip that script. His college tape at Vanderbilt shows a 20% deep ball conversion rate, way above the NFL average. And don't sleep on the ripple effects. A deeper WR group means less pressure on Hurts, who's already at 68% completion with 20 TDs. If Gray elevates even 10% of those reps, we're talking 300-yard games as the norm. Now, to bring this alive, let's pretend I cornered Gray fresh off the signing, mic in hand, that classic Philly presser vibe. Danny, man, fingers healed. What's the fire in your eyes right now? He'd flash that grin and say, "Coach, it's all about that green jersey. Last offseason taught me patience, but speed? That's God-given. I'm here to make Jalen's job easy and give the D nightmares. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's eat." Boom. Pure motivation. Or picture Sirianni in the post-practice huddle, that intense stare. Grayson's back because he earned it. This room's stacked, but competition breeds champions. We're building on 17, that Super Bowl magic where underdogs like Nick Foles torched the Pats. No one's handing us the East. We take it. And from the fans. Oh, Eagles Nation doesn't hold back. I chatted with Tommy from South Philly, tough as nails, green face paint and all. Gray? If he runs like lightning, I'll tattoo his number on my arm. We've beaten the Cowboys twice this year. Packers are next. Go the refs, cheer the birds. Historically, this move screams Eagles resilience. Remember the 60s dilly-dally offense, when Tommy McDonald was burning secondaries for 1,000 yards a pop? Or the 2017 miracle, when Carson Wentz's knee buckled but Foles rose, capping it with that Philly special trickery. Brandon Graham's strip sack still gives me chills. Gray's return echoes those tales. Practice squad call-ups have been gold for Philly. Fletcher Cox started as an undrafted gem. Now he's a future Hall of Famer with 70 sacks. Jason Kelce, our retiring center wizard, was a sixth-rounder who became the heart of Super Bowl 52. The NFC East. It's a bloodbath. Cowboys with their Dak Prescott drama, Giants rebuilding, Commanders. Well, let's just say losing a guy like Daniels would sting him bad, but that's their headache. Phillies 6-2, tied for the division lead, and this depth injection could seal a bye week. Looking ahead, the implications are massive. That Packers game, Lambeau's frozen tundra, but Phillies thrived in primetime, 4-1 under the lights since 22. Win there, and momentum catapults us toward a 10-win pace, eyeing that Super Bowl rematch revenge. Long-term, Gray's youth, 24 years old, bolsters the post-Kelce era, especially with Hurts locked in through 2028. Draft implications. Less urgency at WR means we stockpile edge rushers to pair with Josh Sweat. Expert take. Fictional scribe from Bird's 24/7 chimes in, Gray's 85th percentile speed could add 200 yards to the aerial attack. If he sticks, it's a steal, better than that 24 Watkins extension. Predictions. I see Philly rolling the pack 27-20, Gray with a highlight reel grab in garbage time. By season's end, division champs, number 2 seed, and a deep playoff run, because when the Eagles soar, they don't just fly, they dominate. Folks, this is why we love the NFL, the grind, the comebacks, the heartbeat of a city that bleeds green. Danny Gray's back, the practice squad's reloaded. Check it out. We've got QB Kyle McCord slinging it, Terrace Marshall Jr. at WR, that stout ILB Chance Campbell, TEJ Jenkins with the soft hands, Britton Covey punting dimes, DT Gabe Hall clogging lanes, safety Brandon Johnson patrolling the back end, center Jake Majors snapping clean, RT Holland Pierce holding the edge, OLB Antoine Powell Ryland hunting QBs, OT Luke Felix Folalo battling, CB Ambry Thomas locking down, Quez Watkins streaking, TE Jaheim Bell boxing out, D. Titus Leo disrupting, DB Perry Nickerson versatile as heck, and now Gray igniting the speed game. It's a squad built for war. So, Eagles faithful, lace up those kicks, fire up the grills, and tune in next Monday. Whether you're screaming from the Lynx South End Zone or your couch in Jersey, let's make it roar. Follow the channel for live updates, breakdowns, and that exclusive Philly flavor, because in this league, we're not just fans, we're family. Fly, Eagles, fly, on to Green Bay.